Hi guys, and welcome back to Koi Fish Johnny. In this episode I just wanted to talk through the changing behaviour for your fish, for your koi fish during the winter if you haven't got a heated pond. A lot of people in the UK have heated ponds to help the fish stabilise really, and keep their immune system up and keep them fighting fit and keep them growing and feeding over the winter. I don't have that yet on my pond. Maybe it's something I will invest in the future. I'd love to know how much an average winter in the UK costs to heat a pond without a professional cover. But nonetheless, I just wanted to cover the change in the fish's behaviour, because they do slow down. They go into a type of hibernation which is called torpor, or if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's basically like hibernation. And because of the reduced temperature, the body, the immune system slows down. Basically they become motionless and they conserve all their energy, and they basically don't feed much, if any at all. So at the beginning I was told when during the winter, at the beginning when I started keeping fish, they said don't feed from the end of October to the start of March. Now that was a bit of a bad information that we got, but because when I've been speaking to koi people, particularly Dave, UK Nishigai, fantastic guy, and he gives some great advice, and he just says just sprinkle a bit on the top, John, and if the fish want it, they'll have it, and if they don't, they won't. And if it's gone within anything that's left within 10 minutes, just take it off, or if you've got a skimmer, just let the skimmer grab it and he'll take it off. So I think that's the best way to go forward. So you're, in my opinion, and definitely some of the videos I follow, people are passionate about it, don't stop feeding your koi during the winter. Just sprinkle a little bit on, let them decide, not you decide. You provide, they decide. Yes, I like that. Sorry, bit of a belly laugh there. Right, so I'll take you over to the pond now, and I'm just going to show you some of the fish, because hopefully the water will be clear enough, because the pond is quite dark at the minute, and you'll be able to see quite a few very, very, very still, and some, bizarrely, up at the window. The smaller ones, to be honest. Maybe that's something. 1 second, let me spin you around. Okay guys, here we go. Ignore my son's car, it's backed up for the winter. So, here we go. My reflection again. So you can see there, the large majority of the fish are here. But it's all, well, I say all the small ones, and there's Big Winnie in the middle. But you can definitely see the changes and Fred coming around, because he's noticed a bit of action. In fact, it's so bizarre this, because on the camera, the water looks dark, and it's not picking up a lot. It's got my reflection, but when I'm looking in, I can see right to the back. So I was wanting to show a video. Really on how the fish have changed, but I think we're gonna have to wait a bit for that. But you can see they're a lot slower. They're not really coming right up to the top anymore. Well, I say that on Fred, he'll just do his own thing. He ain't really a normal koi, to be honest. He just does his own thing. He's a legend. He's a leader feeder, that's for sure. He'll probably still eat at midnight. In fact, what he's chewing on there is my temperature gauge. I wouldn't be surprised if he swallowed it into the pond. In fact, wow, it's 11.4 degrees in the pond, which is absolutely crazy, because it's the middle of November, not October. Time is flying. Let me pull that out so we can see the temperature of the air. Just to see, because it feels cold today. But anyway, as I go on with myself here, you can definitely see the fish are slowing down. This morning they were all at the bottom in the corner below the high return, which is probably the least resistance to the water vortex, just basically being as motionless as possible, hiding the smaller ones, hiding behind the big fish, so then they don't have to fight as hard, and then they sort of rotate every now and again. So the front one gets all the hard work, and then ones at back chill out. I wonder if there's actually a pattern to when they do it. But the fish, yeah, they're nice, they're relaxed. I'm actually thinking of, 1 second, wow, my joy knocker pod right there. So you're gonna walk around the back, because there is a couple of questions that I want to ask the fish spurts out there, or Koispert, or you get me drift, experts in the koi industry, or people with great opinions based on knowledge, which is what speed I want to be running these pumps at. because of the behavioural changes on the fish, and the fact that they're slowing down, and the fact that it's torpor, or like hibernation but not hibernation, I'm going to reduce the speed of the pumps from 40 down to 20, so the flow in the water won't be as dramatic for them, so they won't have to work as hard. I'm probably going to lower it more than that, and I'd love somebody to get involved and tell me what the optimal speed for the water or the pump's return would be for them during the winter and for torpor or hibernation season. So I'm just going to flip it round and show you. Do I need to show you? Yeah, we'll show you anyway because I'm cool with this now. This is the vary pump for the bottom drain, so we're going to knock that down right now to put less stress on the fish during this winter torpor season, down to 20. And we'll do the same with the skimmer, which feeds into the UV light, which is absolutely fantastic. It's a Evolution Aqua 55, I think it is. If we can peek around this corner there, I'm not going to get all the way around there. It's fantastic, that UV light, fantastic, but the only thing I'd say about it is it doesn't really have a very clear panel where you can see when it needs replacing, when it doesn't. But then again, they say that you replace it every single year. But I love that UV light, keeps the water nice and crystal clear. So let me climb on out of here, which is back where the filters is, and I've got a question for you as well, another question. Now filter speeds was one, and the second one is these goddamn windows during the winter. 1 second. As you know, we've got this big old boy down the side, which is 1.8 meters long and 60 centimeters high, and gives a great view of the fish. You can see down the bottom there, some of them torpor chilling in the hibernation, so normally they'd be a lot higher in the summer when the temperature's high. Even the lads down the bottom here, they're down the bottom. That's what happens in the winter. They go down the bottom, they chill out, they relax, they don't swim much, they don't move much. That's what they do. Anyway, 1 second. Back to the question at hand, is the windows during the winter. Now, I watched a video of a great guy online that I follow and I've got a lot of information from. I find it quite quirky, quite funny. And he covers his windows during the winter with a cushion. Allegedly to keep the heat in. But I'm wondering, are the windows at risk of cracking? Do I need to cover my windows with a cushion? Especially the big 1.8 meter one. I'm thinking, if that's at risk of cracking, bowing under the pressure, anything, frost, temperature differences from the outside to the inside, is that really going to affect the window? What is the best, and I can't find anything online or on YouTube, so this is going to be great for people to help out. What is the best way to care for your window, pond window, during the winter when the temperatures are going to get somewhat dramatic here in the UK, especially in Manchester, as far as it's not raining? And then, do I need to cover this little one? Because this is only 1.2 meters wide. Throughout the winter, anyone with any help, advice or guidance or anything like that at all could really help. In fact, let me spin you around because you can see back to my original point, which is the fish. If I didn't feed them from October, like advised earlier on, October to March, then why would these fish be coming up and moving around? And how would they? They're not exactly motionless, are they? They're moving around. We've slowed down the vortex for them to help them, but they're definitely moving, and I'm going to do a little video. In fact, there we go. I'm going to do a little video tonight to show you, because the temperature of the pond does, as you can see, Fredster, the temperature of the pond seems to increase during the day with the sun, and then at night time during the evening, which is absolutely fantastic for us because we're sat watching TV, and the fish. Wow, Fred, look at that. Can you see that? He is just such a show off, it's unreal. He's going to be beautiful. I think he's only 3 years old now. He's been in that sunken, not great pond, so in this pond I reckon he's going to grow some in here. Honestly, I think he's going to get massive. I'm excited for the end of next year, see what he's like. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. This is Koi Fish Johnny. Please like and subscribe. All subscriptions are massive. I absolutely buzz off it when it goes ding and it increases. So thank you. Please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the channel. I hope these questions have helped other people that are potentially building ponds, other people in the same position I'm in, and I hope to the experts out there that you get commenting and advising on the best way, in your opinion, to look after the windows and the flow of the pond for the winter. Take care.